Are you ready for the new year? Do we need some fresh energy, some new beginnings? I have some crystals that can help you with that. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're joining me. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Carla and I love crystals. I love the metaphysical properties of crystals. I like to look at pretty crystals and I just like to talk about crystals. So that's what we are doing today. And today I wanted to talk about crystals for the new year. And mostly it's about clearing out old energy and fresh starts. So new year, new time to set some goals. A lot of people do New Year's resolutions. That's not really my thing. I have a word for the year that I want to focus on. And so this came about when I was setting up my planner for 2026, and I had some crystals that I used to help me clarify intentions, and I thought it would be fun to talk about them and maybe they'll be helpful for you too. So the first crystal that I want to talk about, and I have some notes so I don't forget things I want to say. The first crystal I want to talk about is clear quartz, and clear quartz is really good for clarity and focus. And when I was setting my goals for 2026, I really wanted to drill down and get focused on what would help me achieve my goals and break it down into smaller chunks and just be really clear and keep drilling down until I was really clear in what I wanted for next year. So clear quartz is great because it is the master crystal. It brings a lot of energy. It brings a lot of clarity and focus, but it also is very common. If you don't have any in your crystal collection already, it's really easy to get. So here's a few pieces that I will work with. Ooh, that one caught a rainbow. Pretty. Did you see that? I have some little points that I use in grids. I have some tumbles, and here's a little baby heart. If you know me, you know I love the hearts. And this is one that I'll carry with other tumbles in a little pouch or something. So clear quartz is number one crystal for clarity, for focus, and for helping you with new energy. The next crystal that I want to talk about is Moonstone, and Moonstone is good because it is known as the stone of inner journey. It's a stone of new beginnings, and it will help you follow your inner journey. See, this is why I need notes, because I will confuse myself and say the wrong thing. So Moonstone, where's a Moonstone? Here's a Moonstone, palm stone. Now, Moonstone taps into cycles. It's about intuition. Think about the moon, the cycles of life, how the energy affects the earth with the tides, and it's always in and out and cycles and, higher perspective, looking at things from a big way up perspective. So it taps into cycles, and Moonstone will help you. There's some shimmer. Oh, so pretty. And a moonstone moon. Can we just say, how fun is a moonstone moon? Moonstone will help you with cycles and right timing. So if you have something that you want or a goal you want to achieve, sometimes you can't just jump right in. You need to find the right timing. Think of like a merry-go-round that's going full speed. You can't just jump on. So Moonstone will help you find either an entry point at the beginning when things aren't moving so slow and it's easy for you to stay up to pace, or it will help you take a running leap so that you can get on path wherever it is you can get on when it's already fast moving. So Moonstone is about following your intuition, following your path, hitting things in the right cycle, and very helpful for new beginnings, to be able to tap into that intuition, that inner journey, and get in at the right time. So another crystal that is really helpful, one of my favorites, is Labradorite. And when I hear Labradorite, my brain immediately goes magic and protection, right? Labradorite is my stone for magic and protection. But Labradorite is also a stone for self-transformation. So if you think about self-transformation, it's bringing what you have inside out. And here's a little tumble. Labradorite also is very easy to get your hands on. This is a big one that I keep on my desk, and I love it because it's got a really pretty purple and gold flash. Oh, come on. There we go. There's the purple and gold flash. So pretty. So Labradorite, as far as being for self-transformation, think about how the colors are in there, and it takes the certain amount of light and attention to bring those colors out. And that's kind of what self-transformation is to me. It's bringing out something inside that wants to come out and play. And I have a funny story about these two, this little egg and this little guy. Recently I was really thinking about get rid of the old year. I'm so glad that's gone. And what do I really want the new year to be about? And I saw one of these stuck in my pocket. Then I saw the other one is stuck in my pocket. And these have been like constant companions for the past week. And I've slept with them and I walk around the house with them. And I just love Labradorite. And I think there's something about the protective energy when you're going through change. It will really help you stay strong in your convictions if somebody is pulling you to do something that they want you to do, or in trying to use their influence to pull you away from what you want to do or where your truth lies. Labradorite will really give you that strong spine, that strength in your own conviction, and shield you from that perspective of other people that is not always helpful for you when you're doing your own thing and somebody else has an opinion. So Labradorite is a good one to work with during periods of change. It will help you with your conviction, your courage, and your strength. So Labradorite, really good one for new intentions and the new year. The fourth crystal that I want to talk about for the new year is selenite. And I want to do a brief disclaimer because satin spar is commonly known in the crystal industry for selenite. And I will use this and call it selenite. So for the purpose of today, selenite, this is some clear selenite that truly is the mineral property of selenite. And these are examples of satin spar, which we commonly call selenite. And they do have a little variation in their known or assumed crystal metaphysical properties. But when I'm talking about selenite today, I'm really talking about this very common satin spar that we refer to as selenite. So that little disclaimer out of the way, selenite is good because it purifies and cleanses. And when we're talking about clearing old energy, selenite is really good to have on hand to transmute any negative or cling on energy. I will often use these clear little pieces and put other crystals on them to cleanse. Also using this kind of selenite bowl to put trinkets in, to put other crystals in, to put jewelry in, to get rid of that old negative energy. That's a good way to use selenite to clear out old energy. As far as helping it with new beginnings, it will really help connect you to higher vibrations and help you see things from a better inner space. I didn't say that very well. Seeing things with your inner guidance from a higher perspective. That's a better way to say it. So selenite is very soft, so you have to be careful when you're carrying it around. This one you can see is well loved, and this one I do hold a lot, and I put it under my pillow a lot. So just be aware if you are buying selenite that it is very soft and you have to use it with care. Selenite is also, just another side note, is also good for healing. And this is a selenite one that's super pretty because it's got some crystallization on the top that's really pretty. And I will often hold this when I'm not feeling well and put it on my body. And it's just, selenite's just a really cool crystal to have in your collection if you don't have any already. So those 4 crystals I think are really good to help set up your new year, fresh start, do an energy reset, an energy cleanse. And it's Clear Quartz, Moonstone, Labradorite, and Selenite. Those are the 4 that I've really found helpful during this transition period at the beginning of January. Now, how I use them. Number one way that I use crystals is to meditate with them. I will hold them in my palm while I'm meditating. I will also meditate with them or get myself into a really clear space and do some automatic writing or journaling. I will ask a question holding my crystal and say something like, I really want to find my purpose this year. What are some purposeful things I can do? Which direction do I need to go? And just write and write, even if it doesn't make sense. And that's a really good way to get your own focus and get your own inner guidance without overthinking it. Just brainstorm and write. And it's a really, really good tool if you're looking at a reset or answering questions of any kind. Jewelry is a good one. I have this Moonstone pendant that I will wear as my journey going forward to help lead me to get my own intuition. I have Labradorite pendants that I will use for magic and protection. I have bracelets that I wear, so jewelry, earrings, anything like that, that will help you, that will help support those goals, those intentions is really good. Sleep with them. Get some tumbles, put them in your pocket, tuck them in your bra, put them in your purse. However you like to use crystals, these are good ones to have around you when you are in a situation where you are resetting energy or have a new beginning coming. You can have a big one or a little one someplace special to you in your home, by your desk. Let's just get another view of that gold and purple just cause so pretty. Look at that gold and purple. So pretty. It's winter in Michigan, so sun is not always cooperating, but there we go. So I'm really curious what crystals you have found to be good when you're setting intentions or that you would recommend for a new year. What crystals do you use to maybe mitigate bad energy or clear out excess old energy, stale energy? Really curious to hear from you. So put it down below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time. Love to all. Bye.